Right now you feel lost, you feel left back, you feel like everyone else is moving on ahead, and you're still the same. But the truth is everyone's running a different race, at a different pace. They may be quote unquote ahead of you on certain things, but that doesn't mean for everything. And just by reading the title of this video, you're already thinking to yourself the things that you don't have. And you have in mind certain people who do have what you want. And the only thought you're left with is, I'm not where I want to be. I don't have the nice car. I don't have my dream job. I don't have my own house. I didn't graduate in 4 years like others. I didn't go to college like everyone else. I'm of a certain age and still not married or have kids. I'm not where I want to be. And it all starts with one thing: comparison. We look at what others have and compare ourselves to them. And typically, we're harsher on ourselves and graceful to them. From the get-go, whatever we have isn't enough. Truth is, if you're starting off from not feeling that you have enough, more than likely, anything that you gain, including the things you see in others that you want, like a new car or a high-paying dream job, it won't be enough because you don't know what enough is. There's always more, and without knowing what the cutoff is, you'll always be chasing something new. Let's say you do end up getting what you envied in others. It might bring some satisfaction for the moment, but after that feeling fades, we go back to comparing ourselves to others. Why? Because we don't know when enough is enough. Before even taking action for the things that we think we want, we first need to define what enough is for us. Most of the things we think we want is due to pressure from others. That could be from our parents, who have a specific view of what they want for us, from siblings who are doing quote unquote better than us, or societal pressure that says you should be at this point in your life, at this age, as if everyone's directions, intentions, or motivations are the same. We need to ask ourselves what we want. What do we consider successful? If we want to stop the comparison, we need to ask ourselves these questions and learn what enough is to us. Comparison is a thief of joy. At least, it can be. It's really about how you go about comparing. If you're putting yourself down by looking at what others have and what you lack, that can be counterproductive. That's not motivating you to take action. Whereas, if you're comparing yourself to your past self, that's helpful. You're able to see how much you've grown and how much room you still need to grow. Just because there's a gap from where you are and what you want, doesn't mean you need to feel down. The gap is showing you how much work you still need to do. But for that joyful sensation, that lasts, that comes from doing the work, from being in the process of gaining something. Actually getting what you want feels great, but that feeling doesn't last. To escape feeling behind in life, always be working on something and making some kind of progress. And if you're in motion, you're getting things done and getting ahead instead of feeling behind. Now, what can you actually do to get ahead? First, we need to understand what enough is to us, and to define what success means to us. What actually matters to you, not to everyone else. You wouldn't want to work on something that you don't care about at all. Even if you are making progress, it's for something that you don't care about. So that feeling that you're not where you want to be, it's going to continue. So figure out this part first, then get to work. Now for the actual work, make it entertaining the entire way. Some parts of the process are going to be boring, but they need to get done. Like graduating in 4 years from college. Some classes aren't to your liking, but they still need to get done. Or, if you're trying to work your way up to your dream job, some of the day-to-day work is going to be tedious and draining. But if you want that promotion, if you want that dream job, you need to learn the skill. Each step of the process is a chance to practice some skill, a skill that you'll need later on. Just like patience for that boring class, or the discipline to keep doing the tedious work. You didn't want to be there, you didn't want to do this, but you got up, got to class, and did the work. The same thing with that first step towards the dream job. The more times you do this, the more times you're flexing that mental muscle of patience and discipline. And the next time it'll be easier to do, especially during tough moments. For that higher paying dream job, you need to know the basics. If you can't do that, you can't handle that dream job. Each step in the process is important. This, whatever you're working on, matters. Anything that you're working on is an opportunity to practice some skill, a skill that you probably need later on. Having this positive attitude lifts you up. It pushes you to work, even on the things that you don't care for, but that will lead to the things that you do care for the goals that you've set out. And if you're working, you're feeling some joy and satisfaction. You might feel behind right now, but you're taking steps to get to where you want to be. You're in motion, and your trajectory looks promising. This current feeling of feeling behind is momentary, and it's normal. Everyone feels this way. You're not alone, but it is on you to get past this feeling. Compare yourself to your past self for progress. Know what enough is to you. Define your success and get to work. The rest is up to you. Hasta luego.